Scott, you started the game well, and as you expect from this team, you kept fighting as well and gave yourselves a chance late. What did you make of the game?
Let me start with just a few side notes, and then I can tell you about the game. First, obviously this is an important night for Scott Harris and Joe, and I've lost 2 family members to cancer, which is it's personal to me, and her fight and having this game and her fight that's going on and just avoiding cancer and cancer in general is something that's it sucks really at the end of the day, and we were proud to here to play this game, and hopefully we had a better outcome, but our thoughts are definitely with Joe and Scott. The other thing I'd like to say is Clint, myself, Jacob Chance, Magne for a short amount of time, Jared Bairstow, we lost a heck of a guy in Jack Bendette, and I was lucky enough to be in Perth and win a championship with him. Clint's won multiple championships as Jack as an owner, and so we pay our respects to his family. Tremendous influence in Western Australia, but in Perth and this franchise, which I admire so much, and we pay respects to Jack. The last one for me is just a shout out to C.J. Burton and what he's gone through, and another cancer victim that's fighting his way, and hopefully he has good news and positive things happening to him, but we're thinking about him tonight. The game is important, but there's bigger things in basketball and in life, and we have to pay our respects to them. The game tonight, it's class, really, at the end of the day. Perth's class and United and these teams that have been in these trenches for years and years. That's where we want to go. That's where we want to be and where we want this franchise to go. And they played a heck of a game, and they're fun to watch, and they just play. And it's a good learning lesson for us. Unfortunately, it was a loss, but again, I say it over and over again, this game could have been a 25-point game very quickly. At one point, it was getting ugly, and our guys just show a tremendous amount of grit and passion to keep fighting, and whoever's in is just trying to do the best possible thing they can, and so I was proud of that end. But we have a lot of work to do. Our defense has been very porous the last 3 or 4 games. We need to get some of that straightened out, but in general, we played a heck of a team, and congratulations to them.
I wanted to get your thoughts on a couple of players. Mikhail McIntosh and Jack McVeigh, they're both playing some really, really high-level basketball right now.
Yeah, they've been, obviously Jack, turned the corner, and we really started focusing on him probably 6 to 8 weeks ago about making sure we were getting shots for him and just making sure that our offense was getting tweaked towards some of the things and some of his strengths. Mikhail's found his way a little bit. Their defense on both of those 2 guys have to continue to improve for us to be successful. But they are playing at a really good level, and I'm proud of them. I've been very, very hard, especially on Mikhail. And, he's shown some fight and wherewithal to continue to battle, and he's having some success.
Joe Perry played some good minutes out there as well.
Yeah, it's great. A developmental player getting in there and playing in a game like this and playing against, multiple championship players, and for him to get this experience is fantastic. And the group only gets stronger, I think, really, when this is going through this. When Magne and Matt Kenyon come back, we had 2 more defensive-minded guys. And, again, it's just opportunities for guys to step in like a Jock in certain matchups that we can put them on the floor and taking advantage of it. And, kudos to him.
How much did you miss Matt Kenyon tonight, obviously? At different times when Bryce and Vic got hot, he could have guarded either of them.
Well, you miss guys just in general in depth, but, I haven't been in this league very long, but nobody guards Bryce Cotton. They got the 2 best scorers in the league. They're high-quality scorers. They're professional scorers, and they're a handful. And being around Bryce and spending the time with him, and obviously his pedigree and his greatness in this league is unmatched, and you just hope to drive his shooting percentages down. But you need a lot of people, actively trying to defend him, but I haven't seen anyone really stop him.
Clint, what were your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing for us is we wanted to fix our ill discipline from a couple nights ago in Brisbane. I guess through that third quarter, some of it was starting to creep back in. At stages they hit tough shots, but it's the easy ones that we got to be disciplined with. And I guess we tried to turn up the pressure in the fourth, and I think we need to probably do that earlier on in the game, take some chances there. Because, I mean, when you're trying to pull back a lead on the Cats, it's not that easy. So our biggest focus was fixing that discipline from Brisbane's game. We just happened to run into a pretty high-powered offense, and we just tried to make it as tough as we could for them.
Yeah, Clint, on that, so when you look at any new franchise, any sport, I reckon, the gap between best and worst tends to decide the third seasons, I reckon, a lot of the time. The gap, when you look at your first quarter compared to your third quarter, as you mentioned there, what's the biggest challenge with a new group in trying to reduce that gap between best and worst during games?
I mean, I don't think it has too much to do with a veteran group and I guess a bunch of new guys now. I mean, we're 16 games into the season. We've got a pretty good idea of what we need to do. And like I said, a lot of it is discipline stuff. It's not coming down to, I guess, how long we've been together. Obviously, that does take effect in some aspects of the game, but when you need to take away easy baskets, you need a rebound, that just comes down to the need and want to do it. And we've shown it over the course of the season. We've just had a pretty rough weekend of trying to fix those things.
And when you started to come at them a little bit in that last quarter, did you feel like if you could just get another couple of baskets, that momentum might have been enough to get over the line, and you just couldn't nail that last one to get over the hill?
No, I think it was the stops. We're turning up the pressure. I mean, when you're flying around, you're bound to give up some stuff. You're not as solid with your defense. You're trying to get deflections. You're trying to get in passing lanes. It spreads the floor. So, I mean, yeah. You noticed LT got a couple back cuts. We're just trying to get up and I guess pressure the ball, get deflections, get out and run. So I think it's going to come down to that. I mean, we made shots at the end. We put enough points on the board. It's come down to getting those stops and being able to run out of it.
Any last ones?
Thank you.
Well,
Yes.
fantastic. Thanks.